Welcome guys, how you doing? Here I am with the pick a card reading. What are they thinking? And when I'm saying what are they thinking, it's kind of like what are they thinking regarding you, love, the situation, but it's kind of, I try to keep it general because sometimes we find out that they're kind of thinking elsewhere about other things. So it's what are they thinking, but also like what are they thinking about you and the situation, etc. Okay, so welcome to today's reading. Thank you for anyone returning, welcome to anyone new. If you would like a reading with me, please check the description box below. It's £20 for 20 minutes. Any question you like, we can delve into. You get an audio and a picture. So yeah, and you can usually get that within a day or two. It can take up to a week. If you want it the same day, let me know and I will do my best to get it to you within the same day. Okay guys, so please like and subscribe. Please pause the video if you would like to, and then we will, if you want to meditate on the cards and choose a deck, and then we can make a start. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move the cards now. So we've got 4 choices today. So choice number 1, welcome number ones. Here we go. So let's have a look. So what are their current thoughts? So we've got 4 cards here. We've got 2 of the tarot, Rider-Waite Tarot, Mermaids and Dolphins, and a Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so number 1, what are they thinking? Okay, so this is really interesting. What are they thinking? So they're feeling quite abundant and joyful, and yeah, it's kind of interesting here because it's kind of like there's a couple of different things going on here. Because, right, where am I going to start? Right, the Sun. So this is how they're feeling. They're feeling abundant, they're feeling joyful, they're feeling like this amazing abundance and joy and love and freshness and wonder, and I feel like this is definitely about you. However, the Romance Angels is deception. Someone is wearing a false someone is wearing a false self mask in the relationship. I feel like they feel this amazing abundance and joy with you, but they're not showing you that. They're not showing you. They're wearing a false mask. You're not seeing all this joy, I don't think. I don't think you're seeing this. So they're keeping this from you. It's interesting because then the Star, again, it's this like wishes fulfilled, wishes coming true, joy, magical, mystical abundance and things occurring, and it's all very magical and very wonderful. However, it's like things happening in a kind of way that you weren't expecting, and I feel like there's this kind of like, you know, there's kind of like this mismatch here because it's like all this abundance and yet it's not quite what you're expecting because you're kind of like seeing it differently. So it's like you've clicked on this reading because it's like, well, do they like me? Do they not? Or are they feeling like they want to take this to the next level, or do they not? Because I don't think that this is being entirely communicated with you. You know, so it's kind of a little bit tricky here. It's kind of like, yeah, you're a bit like unsure about it because they're not really showing it. You know, they're not really showing it. But they do feel it, you know, they really do feel it. So like, yeah, there's no doubt here, and it's interesting because you're being helped. Heaven is working behind the scenes to help you even if you don't see results yet. Yeah, so that's interesting, isn't it, with this false mask? So you can't see it yet, but I think that they're kind of putting on a front, or they're hiding it from you because this is kind of like maybe all a bit kind of new and a bit different to them. Like there may be something about the relationship that's a little bit unusual or a little bit different, and they're kind of like, oh, hang on, what's all this about? But they are feeling it. They're just maybe not ready to show it yet, or they're not ready to share it yet. But you are being helped. Heaven, you know, like it says heaven is working behind the scenes on this. This is the universe is working for you and with you, and I think that this magical abundance has kind of come, maybe caught them by surprise, and so they're not kind of showing it yet. But it's all been orchestrated by the divine, so you don't see it yet, but actually, you know, what they're feeling about you is really, really strong, and they're feeling all this abundance. So that's so positive. It's really, really amazingly positive. So number ones, you have got nothing to worry about here. You know, they're really feeling it, but you don't see it yet because they've still got this false mask on, but you are going to see it yet. You are going to see it yet. You are going to see it soon. Okay. So that's what they're thinking, and what they're thinking about you. They're thinking a lot of abundance and joy and amazing stuff, number ones. So stay tuned, because you're going to find out even more. They're going to reveal it soon. Number twos. So what are they thinking? King of Cups, Nine of Wands. Set your sights higher, and chemistry. Okay, so number twos. Number one was a bit of a mixed bag, and so is number two. But this makes total sense, because obviously if it was really straightforward, you wouldn't be clicking on a reading, because you'd be like enjoying your relationship and really delving into it. So the fact that you're here asking questions about what they're thinking really does demonstrate that actually it's not that clear for you, like it's not as straightforward as it might be. And the truth of the matter is, it has been quite confusing. I get that. They've been going through some stuff, you know, like with this Nine of Wands, they've been feeling quite heavy and quite difficult. So we've got this energy, and then we've got this energy, okay? So they've been feeling quite laboured. Things have been quite difficult for them. They're quite worn out. They've had to really push hard to keep going in their lives. They've had a period of time where they feel like things have been a real battle. This could be at work, or, you know, with this being the rods, with this being the wands, it doesn't have to be with you. You know, I think this could be in their life in general. Or even throughout their life, they've had a battle and it's been hard. You know, they've been through some tough times. They've been through some tough times. And they've learned some lessons, you know, because this 9, they're nearly at that 10, that completion. And this is with the soul, the spirit, with it being the 1. So they've kind of learned some lessons, and they've learned that they need to set their sights higher. This doesn't mean higher than you. This just means in general in their lives. So increase your standard and expect more for yourself. Don't settle. So it's this like, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep moving forwards, and set your sights higher. And I feel like that's what they've done. And what they've found is that they found this King of Cups energy for you. So what are they thinking? They're feeling this amazing strong chemistry towards you, and this magnetic attraction. And they feel they really want to bring this stable, really higher level emotional cup of love towards you, you know. So this is not just chemistry, this is love as well. So they really feel this strongly for you, and they've had to battle to get there. What I'm sensing is that if you feel like, well, that's all well and good, Kat, but like I don't see it, it's not happened, it's because they are working. They've had to battle, they've had to work, they've been through a lot. They may still well be in this energy, okay? But you know, what are their thoughts about you? They feel it. They really feel this chemistry for you, and they want to bring you this cup of love. So if there's any delay here, don't worry. It's just because they're still getting there. You know, they're still working on it. Okay, number twos? But yeah, they are feeling it for you. Okay. Thank you, number twos. If you would please be so kind as to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I would love that. And if you would like a reading with me, please check the description box below for a link. Okay, hi number threes, how are you doing? Here we go with what are they thinking, and specifically what are they thinking about you? Oh, hang on, that's wrong. Okay. Nice. Okay, number threes. I was going to say number fours then. It's because I saw the 4 of coins, honestly. Oh dear. Right, so what are they thinking about you? Okay, this is interesting because they feel, look, here, down here, yes. They feel like you are definitely someone that they are interested in. They feel a yes. So I'm not going to say like, yes, they feel you are the one, because obviously if you just met them, that sounds a bit crazy. Not always, but sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But what I mean is whatever point you're at in the relationship, they feel like, yes, this person's right for me. Okay, it says on the card your intuition is correct, but we're talking about romantically here. So what are their thoughts about, what are they thinking at the minute, and what are they thinking about you? They're thinking, yes, you're right for them. You know, it's interesting though. So they undoubtedly think yes. However, the universe is asking them to trust them. The universe is asking you to asking them to have faith. This isn't you, this is them. Okay, so they feel like you're a definite yes and they want to move forwards. However, they are having some trust issues, and I can see this here because they've been through it. Okay, they have been through it. They are ready to move on. They do see you as a yes, but they've had some trust issues. They've had some people let them down. They've been hurt before, so they're a bit uncertain, okay? Which may well be why you're here asking for this reading, because they're actually very stable with you. They feel stable with you. They feel like they can trust you. They have a lot of abundance with you. With this Four of Coins, so things are actually stable, you know, and you offer them a stability and a situation that is very good for them. But they're a bit unsure. They're kind of holding on tight to the coins. They're kind of, you know, this can be a card of like kind of hoarding the energy almost. You know, they're kind of like a little bit afraid to kind of invest and let go in the situation. And this can be in part because I think that they are still on that journey through healing. You know, they are still fresh to the new situation. You know, they're moving on. They're not moving on from you. I don't get that at all. They're moving on to you, but they're still carrying, you see the swords in the boat. They are moving on. They're moving into fresh waters, fresh emotional situations. They're moving on. And they want to move towards you. However, they are still dealing with some of these old thoughts and old pains, okay? And so they're clinging on a little to things. You may even find they're clinging to you, or they're clinging to their old situation. You know, they're not feeling completely free, and you know, that you don't feel that they totally trust and that they're totally healed. And there's a reason for that, because they're not. You know, they're still fresh to this healing situation. All right, so they need to trust because the situation is good for them, but they do feel a yes towards you. Okay, so you're maybe just going to have to be, number threes, just a little bit patient, just a little bit gentle with them, because what their thoughts towards you are they feel like you offer them what they want, and they are moving towards you. And they do feel stable, so you're doing everything right, but they are going to need to trust a little. And that's going to come with time. Yeah, so just be patient with them. Okay, number threes. Lovely. Hi, number fours. How are you doing? So what are they thinking? And what are they feeling? What are they thinking? What are they feeling? And towards you. Okay. Wow. They are feeling it for you. Right, so we've got the Devil here, we've got Passion, we've got the Five of Swords, we've got Simplify Your Life. Okay, so you have mixed things up for them. The Devil card, don't worry about this. This is not necessarily bad at all. It's kind of a mixed bag here. There may be a few different interpretations. I'm just going to start and see what the guides tell me. This card in a relationship reading isn't always bad because it's bondage, and it can mean commitment. It can mean that you're connected together, so it's not always negative. However, with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords again is a little bit of a difficult card because it has many interpretations. But the Five of Swords is kind of like, obviously the fives are about change. The swords are about our mind. It can be a bit about like that conflict and the battle and the feeling like you can't win. There's a bit of an entrapment, a bit of bondage here. It's a bit dark. It's a bit, I want to say aggressive, but not in a negative, not in a violent way. I almost want to say it's a little bit sexual. You know, there's a bit of this passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, but there's the passion and there's the fighting and there's the devil. It's all quite heavy, quite intense, very, very, very passionate. Okay, so there's a lot of passion here. But it's interesting because, so what they're thinking is, how do they feel about you? They feel it. They feel the passion. Okay. But it's interesting because with this card, the Five of Swords, there's often a call to let go of the fight, to surrender, to concentrate on yourself, to step away, to let it go, to concentrate on you. You know, and it's interesting because they've also got simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. Okay, so that description is not great because it doesn't really go with the reading, but that's fine. If that resonates with you, that's probably why I read it out. But the point here is that they need to simplify their life. They feel all of this for you, but there are things they need to do. They need to surrender. They need to let go of old bondage, karmic rubbish, etc. So I feel like you have come into their life or you are in their life and they feel all this passion. They feel all this like intense energy towards you. But actually, what they're thinking at the minute is, it may well be that they feel this and this has caused them to have to do this. Simplify their life, step back, sort things out. Surrender to you in the situation, or surrender to a part of their life, let something go, move on from something. You know, there's definitely a potential here. It's almost like for some of you it may well be that they're in a relationship, there's bondage, that's a battle, that's been difficult, that's not giving them what they want. You come along, they feel this passion, they feel this intensity, and you know what? They have to simplify their life. They have to let it go. And this may also come with a sense of them stepping back from you. But, you know, they feel this intense passion for you, for sure. So what are they thinking? What are they feeling for you? They're feeling the passion, and they are feeling and thinking that they need to sort their life out. They need to let go of this old stuff, and they need to simplify their life so that they can approach their life in a different and more positive way. Okay, number fours, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please like and subscribe, and if you'd like your own reading, please follow the instructions in the description box below. So much love to you, and I'll see you on the next reading.